how do you stay connected with them, and how do you communicate with them, and what do you do on the follow up to engage with them, Tara?
Yeah, I think a personal email from the actual individual that they met on site is a really important touch after an event, especially if any sort of like real connection was made or there is follow up that clearly needs to be done. I think that should probably go to everybody that came by the booth and was physically met up with. But I think that, just sending a personal note to say that it was nice to meet. And I am not a big fan of like copy and paste. Everyone gets the same email. So these should be handwritten. These should be coming from the person that was like there on site that had the conversation. Or if that was a brand ambassador, it should be like a detailed report that's coming through about like what was discussed and like what we can do to further that discussion, as well as more of the pre-event strategy of liking, sharing, commenting on relevant things that are coming from others that were there. Keeps you top of mind for people and like reminds them about ways that they could utilize whatever it is that you're offering.
Yeah, and I found it really effective. I guess one thing I forgot to mention is to have a QR code on your phone or as your wallpaper, and you just pull that up and boom, you share that with people, and then you get their information. And the reason I bring that up is because I have found that text messaging has been the most effective communication method for me to build a relationship. To if I get that information in person, I saw this at one event, but I had a friend of mine that would take selfies. So a selfie of you and that person and put that as their profile picture so that you know who it is. And then just text messaging in general, I think that's the easiest way to get a hold of anyone nowadays. Social media, you have distractions. Email, you have distractions. Text message, yeah, you have them, but even Apple, they separate out your contacts versus people that are not in your contacts. So it's really challenging for you to get a hold of someone nowadays. And I found that just text messaging in general has been by far the most effective. And it's just the most personal too, right? Like you have someone's phone number.
I agree completely.